Today is the 12th of April 2024. Okay, and this will be our 7th video on cyclic quadrilaterals. We started from the intro of cyclic quadrilaterals or cyclic theorem. We did cyclic quadrilaterals, okay, and then I introduced you to some theorems. Before I even started this topic, we already looked at past papers, okay. So in the higher paper, where we had to do the angles with the angle video I already did, okay. So this will be our second sorry our 7th video. Today I'm just going to look at questions, okay. Most of them are from past papers, okay. They look very simple to me, but some students at times they don't even want to try it, okay. So I'm hoping that after today I'll move on to something else, but I'll still try and bring some of the cyclic theorem questions in the starter so that we can have a look and continue to learn on that so that you don't forget, okay. Thank you to everyone who have subscribed, okay. All the new subscribers, you are very, very welcome. Use our platform, use the information, help yourself, okay. If you're a grandmother, help your grandchildren. If you're a parent, help your children. If you are looking to go back into education and you've come out for a few years, this is why I created this platform, okay. Assuming you have your Gcse and you want to get that and maybe go back into education, this is platform will help you a lot. Just take it little by little. Do one, do quality learning. Make sure you understand, okay. If you feel that 1 year is not enough, you don't have to register this year. If you've already registered this year, then unfortunately, but if you haven't, okay, you are thinking about it, you can give yourself a space of 1 year, okay. Study at home and then you go and register at the center, and then use what they teach you with what you've already learned here. I promise you, it will be easy for you that way, okay. Don't give up on your dreams, because now I've given you all the information to get what you want, okay. Thank you. So please subscribe, share, like, and follow, okay. I appreciate that a lot. We need to keep our material circulating so that more people who need it can use it. You would normally see follow my notes scripts in the comment section. So for instance, this is 45 all squared. So if you hear 45, please go by the notes, okay. Please go by the notes. Don't just listen in out of context. Go by the notes strictly. Then if the account is not yours, please, you know what I'm going to say. Ask permission from the account holder. or open your own account. If you open your own account, you always get the notification. Then you can watch. Okay. As I said yesterday, maths is good for mental health. It's not just for those who are going to write um, their exams. It keeps you thinking, and you can link maths to everything. Everything basically, to shopping, to budgeting, to the use of your money. Okay. Um, if I have £10, I'll be able to see where I can distribute it. Okay, so for that, it's helped me a lot. Okay, so please, um, it will be good for you as well. You don't have to write an exam before you follow us. Okay, uh, beware of scammers, please. Beware of scammers. Don't be scammed. If somebody duplicates our um, videos, okay, and then is asking you for donation and send you foreign numbers, if I haven't said it in the video, please, this platform, we are not asking for donation. Okay. Now watch last video for recap. It's about circle theorem. Okay. A lot of challenging questions that we are looking at. Okay. I haven't cluttered. I'm learning not to clutter the diagram so that I can explain to you so that you can see. Okay, because I'm cautious that there are different type of learners. Now, our starter for today, okay, we have a rectangle here, okay, in the diagram below, okay, I have stripped out the wedding bit, okay. Yesterday we saw a question where we had to use bearing to sketch and then use Pythagoras to solve. Now, there is no angle in this question. So I will think about Pythagoras. I'm supposed to find CB. That is C, that is B. AB is 45 meters. Okay. Um, BC, BD is 34 meters. Okay. Now, because it's a rectangle, CD will be the same as AB, okay, and AC will be the same as BD, okay. So now we are going to use Pythagoras theorem to find CB. As I said, Pythagoras theorem is a very important equation in maths. Okay, so now CB all squared will be equal to 45 all squared plus 34 all squared. Immediately you set this up, the rest is calculation. So 45 all squared on your calculator will be 2025. 34 all squared will be 1156. If you add them up, you get 3181. Okay. Now to find CB is plus or minus the root of 3181. I've always said that minus this is the answer 56.4 minus times minus will give you positive. That's why if you square root a number, you either get plus or minus. But it depends what answer you are looking at, and then you decide whether you leave your answer as negative or positive, okay, or as minus and plus, or plus, or both, okay. So if you're looking at length, you wouldn't have negative length, okay. So you remember we did integers, negative integers, positive integers. We've done a lot of work on integers earlier on. Go and look for our videos on integers, it will help you a lot. So the square root of 3181 is plus or minus 56.4 meters. This is to one decimal place. This is to one decimal place, okay? 56.4 meters, one decimal place. So assuming the question said, leave it your answer in one decimal place, this will be your answer. You choose positive because it's length. If they say leave it to the nearest whole number, then it's 56 meters. Okay, the nearest meter will also be 56 meters. Two significant figures will be 56 meters. Don't be in the temptation of writing so many answers. Okay, for your the examiner, because the examiner will have to choose your answer for you and you will get that wrong. So normally read it to the last sentence, okay. If they haven't restricted you, then you are liberty to leave your answer in any of this. But immediately they say that leave it to the nearest meter, that will be your answer. One decimal place, that will be your answer. Two decimal place, then you might have to stop rounding this off and give it at two decimal place. Two significant figures, that will be your answer. We've done a lot of work on this, okay, earlier videos, so go back and look. That will be our first answer, okay. Now a sample again. Consider the diagram below, okay. Now they've given us BC to be 8 centimeters. They've this is not to scale, but the question said AB equals AC. So this is an isosceles triangle. Now if you draw this imaginary line in the middle, that is AB, and AC is equal. So if this is 7, then that will be 7. BC is 8 meters, okay, in meters, not in centimeters. So the question says find AD, and that is AD here, okay. Because of the right angle triangle here, we BD all squared plus AD all squared will become AB all squared. That is what Pythagoras said. Okay, that is Pythagoras theory. So now AB all squared is 7 meters all squared. BD is half of BC here. Okay, because this and this are equal length. Okay, so now BD all squared is 4. If you use 8, you get the answer wrong. Will be equal to AD all squared. Okay. No, all squared. So AD all squared will be 7 all squared minus 4 all squared, which will be 49 minus 16, which will be 33. So AD all squared will be 33. So AD will be plus or minus the root of 33, which is 5.74 meters. This is to the nearest two decimal place. So assuming they said leave your answer in two decimal places, that will be your answer. I'm stressing this because most of the time the last line will say leave your answer as this. Okay, so if you don't see it and you write 6 meters, you will lose 1 mark or half a mark. Okay, which is very important since it's grade boundaries. Okay, and if you got 49 and C is 50, what is the point? Because of 1 mark, you have to go back and reset. Okay, so try and be vigilant and get as many marks to push you into a safe zone between A star and C. Okay, that would be my advice to you at this point. Every mark is important. Half a mark is important. Okay, 5.7 meters. That is 1 decimal place. So if they say leave your answer in 1 decimal place, this will be it. If they say leave your answer to the nearest whole number, is 6 meters. Or they can reword it and say to the nearest meter. Okay, so now that will be it. Okay, so the further they didn't say the nearest whole number and they said the nearest meter, you shouldn't be confused about that because your length is in meters. Okay, so if they said to the nearest meter, it just means the nearest whole number and your answer is in meters. Okay, so that will be your answer there. Okay, and you choose the positive because again it's length. Okay, now today we are going to look at small cyclic theorem. We talked about cyclic quadrilateral earlier on. Okay, and I am just going to show you a quadrilateral has 4 sides. So a cyclic quadrilateral, as have been explaining, okay, assuming this is your first time of watching our videos, is if you have the 4 points of the quadrilateral inserted in the circle and they are on the circumference. Okay, so assuming if this point here is in the center and you have only 3 on the circumference, then it's not a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, but you can use another theorem, in circle theorem, to solve the question. Now we know that the opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral will add up to 180. Okay, it's one of the theorems. It's one of the theorems I gave you. The only way you can know all this is to do a little bit, do quality learning, even if it's 30 minutes. After you finish that 30 minutes or watching a video for 30 to 40 minutes, take a pen and paper, sit down by your desk and solve it. If you are stuck, go back and watch where you stop it. Thankfully, these videos, you can click a bit forward, you can click a bit backwards. So if you heard my announcement in the beginning before, it's just a disclaimer. You don't have to keep on listening to it all the time. Okay, some of them have tips though. Okay, but if you have the time, listen. If you don't have the time, just click it a little forward and then watch the video or stop where you were stuck. Go and look at the question, come back to the video, look at how it was explained, and go back and solve it. If you discipline yourself that way, the chances are, if you get that same question or a similar question with different numbers, you'll be able to solve it. Because if they give you this question, they can give you the angle is 39. It's not to scale. What are you going to do? You take 39 from 180. If they give you the angle is 59, you take 59 from 180. Okay, because you know that both opposite angles should add up to 180, and you've learned that. It's stuck in your head. Okay, so now if you go to the exam and they even change the numbers, you know what to do. Okay, don't rush and just glance through everything. You don't understand anything, and then you go and sit there, and then after 2 hours you hand in your paper, or you sit there for the first 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then you get bored, you hand in your paper, and then you walk out. No, don't do that. Okay, around this time, there are a lot of mental health issues for students. Okay, when you go home, just take a nice shower, maybe eat and sleep for like 1 hour. Sit on your desk, um, do 30 minutes of work, 45 minutes of work. Lie down, think about it, go back and watch, do another revision. Maths runs through all the subjects anyway. Maths run through science. So if you are good at math, the chances are you can use that skill and transfer it to other subjects. The same thing I'm telling you in math will be the same thing if your teachers, if you are listening, will be telling you in other subjects as well. Okay. So now 180 minus 70 will give you 110. Okay. So that's x. Now the next one is also a cyclic quadrilateral. As I've explained, all my diagrams are not to scale. So this diagram is this is 55. That is x squared. So to find x will be 180 minus 55. So this is what we have here. X equals 180 minus 55, which is 125 degrees. Okay, don't forget the degrees. Okay. The next question is the same thing, cyclic quadrilateral. They are opposite. So here, 127 degrees. So 180 minus 127 degrees will give you x. Okay, so now that angle will be 53 degrees. The next one again, cyclic quadrilateral. Opposite angles are equal. So x plus 63 should be 180, or 180 minus 63 will give me x. So x 180 minus 63 will give me 117. Y again, 91 y. So 180 minus 91 should give me y, because the four angles in a quadrilateral add up to 360. But as if they are cyclic quadrilateral, the opposite angles add up to 180. I'm stressing this because I don't want it to come and then it's like, I forgot. You can't forget this if you did learn it properly. And please don't forget, okay? So 180 minus 63 is 170. So that is x here, that one. Okay. And y will be 180 minus 81. That will be 89. Okay. Another one. This is not a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay. I will call it a cyclic triangle, but I haven't seen that anywhere, so I wouldn't put that. Okay, this is the diameter going through the center. Again, not to scale. Okay, so that is a chord here, and that is another chord here. They meet at 90 degrees. Okay, so if this is 90, then these two angles, for it to add up to 180, x, we should take s 90 from 35 degrees, and whatever we get is x. For the whole thing, three angles to add up to 180. Okay, so 90 minus 35 is 55 degrees. So x is 55. Okay, so you can see this is 3 points on the circumference. It is a triangle. Okay, that one here is a quadrilateral. Okay, which we've done. This is a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, so note the difference. I just brought in that example to throw it in there. Now, here is another cyclic figure. Okay, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's not like a quadrilateral. It is two shapes, like two triangles. Okay, and both of them cross at the center. Okay, so the angle 40 will be equal to x. This is one of the theorem. Please go and have a look. So this is also another theorem. The only way you can apply this theorem comfortably, okay, without being muddled up, is to just continue doing these examples. Okay, take one question, do it. If it's in a past paper, look at the past paper. Assuming you are doing cycling, by now you should have a couple of past papers. So you look at one paper, take the cyclic theorem questions, solve it. If you don't understand, come to our platform, look for a video that solves it, and then go back again, take a similar one, look at the theorem you can use to solve it. Okay, it's simple as that to pass. So if this is 40, then x will be 40. Okay, so if that will be at 90 degrees, okay, so if that is 40, that will be 50. So if this is 50, that will also be 50 here. Okay, so here we're just asked to find x. So x is 40 here. That x should also be 40. So x is 40. Okay. Please, thank you for my new subscribers. You are very welcome. Okay. I hope the platform helps you. And let's subscribe, let's share, let's like, let's follow, nice comments. Okay, it will be very much appreciated. Okay, and if somebody is writing their exams, ask them to have a look. If it helps them, fine. If it doesn't help them, well, Um, you can look at other platforms as well. Okay, and if the account is not yours, you know what I'm going to say. Ask permission from the account holder. It's nice and it's polite. Or ask them to help you open your own account. There's nothing wrong with having your own account, especially if you are under age. You can have your own account. Unless for some reason you can't, then you use somebody else's account cautiously and respectfully. Okay, and then beware of scammers. Take care of yourself online. Okay, I appreciate everyone who is watching my video today, and thank you very much for watching my video today. And I'll see you in the next.